Hey guys, Leanne here. Welcome back to my channel. So today we are doing some planner charms. I was making some for my Traveler's Notebook and I thought I would just turn the camera on real quick and show you guys what I'm doing. This is the one I just made. A lot of people think that planner charms is like super complicated and you have to have a lot of skill and it's expensive and yada yada yada. And I just want to show you that it doesn't have to be expensive. You don't have to have a ton of skill. It's super easy. And you can make one in under 10 minutes. So let's get to it. Okay, so let's just talk about tools you'll need real quick. So for the base of your planner charm, this is for, this one's kind of straight because we're using a head pin, and then I have a little dangly on the bottom there. If you wanted to make a more dangly charm, this probably isn't the tutorial for you, but I'm sure the same principles can be applied. I'm just using a head pin and not chain today. So I got this pack at Michael's. This is 96 findings from Bead Landing. This was right around $3, I think. You get your jump rings, your lobster clasps, and your head pins all in one pack. So this is really helpful, especially if you don't have any supplies to begin with. This is a good deal. You will also need some pliers, jewelry pliers. You can find these for a couple dollars at Michael's as well. You will need 2 pairs, however, I lost my other pair, so I'm just going to use wire cutters, and you'll see that it serves the same purpose. I think there's nothing wrong with using the wire cutters. I think it's more useful to buy the wire cutters and this if you're planning on getting into some beading, but if the cutters scare you a little bit, you'll need 2 pairs of these. And then, of course, you'll need some beads. I have quite an array of beads here. A lot of them are crystal beads that I have gotten from various bead shops and were gifted to me. So, like this here, the planner charm that I made earlier, is all different crystal beads. But I also have some plastic ones from Michael's as well. You can use glass, really anything you would like. And I also have some charms. I think I may be using this plain card charm on the one that I'm going to make now. This I got from Hobby Lobby, I think. You can also use this same technique to make keychains, which we won't be doing today, but if that is something you wanted to do with this technique, you can do that as well. So, let's just jump into it, shall we? So, what you're going to do is you're going to need 1 head pin. So they either come with this nail looking one or this one with the circle on the end. I'm going to use the one on the circle on the end today because I want to put another triangle charm on the bottom. So we'll use that. We are also going to need, because I want to do 2 dangles, you will need 2 jump rings. You can use either size, the small or the large. It does not matter. And then you will need a lobster clasp. So, let me move this out of the way. This is the part that you are going to build your charm on. Now, first, you should note that we have to bend this over to create another loop like this. So when you are choosing your beads, make sure you leave yourself enough room to bend that over at the end. And this, I believe, is what I am going to hang off of the bottom, like so. So I want to make sure that I choose things that go with this nicely. So I am thinking about using this star maybe both of them, or maybe some gold. No, I like the gunmetal better. So we're going to go with that. Then I need to pick, I like picking a center bead. I might choose this one. This is a carnelian bead, which is good for creativity. Alright, so if we do that, that means I can have just a few more. So these are all kinds of little shard beads in different crystals as well. I think I'm going to throw some more carnelian on there and possibly some rose quartz. Alright. And then all you do is start putting beads onto your head pin here. Let me make sure I am zoomed in far enough for you guys. There we go. Okay. So I have the rose quartz. I'm going to put a carnelian on. I am going to put one of the stars on. The big carnelian piece. Another star. Carnelian, oops. Throwing it around. Carnelian and another rose quartz. Now, do I like how that looks? I do, but I also feel that it's like block, and I should have another like blocky piece up there. So I'm not sure how I feel about that. I could, what if I dangled that off there? Made the heart match? Dilemmas, dilemmas, dilemmas. No, maybe I'll leave it at that. Okay, so, oh, and I should also mention, this is just a hardware storage case from the Dollar Tree. So, storage for your bits and pieces, as well as your beads, especially if you're just starting out. And these head pins will fit in this slot right here, where I have the keychains. So, that's a good thing to note. Alright, so, now that we have this, what we are going to do is take our pliers, and it helps that these are rounded. If you don't have rounded ones, don't panic. All will be okay. And you're just going to clamp the edge and make a loop. Okay, so we have our loop. Now what you just want to do is take your jump ring. You want to grip one side and grip the other. Now we're not going to pull it apart because then it's much harder to get back closed. What you want to do is bend them away from each other like so. that gives you enough gap to slide on your pin and slide on your lobster clasp. Now, it is, oh, and then you just do the same motion and close it. If it still ended up being a little bit of a gap, you can try to push them together to close that, but I don't recommend pulling them apart to begin with because it can be a little difficult to get them to meet again. Okay, and there you have your clip. So should be noted that, where did my other charm go? Oh, here you are. Okay, so because my turtle was facing this way, I had to make sure that when I put my lobster clasp on, it was going to clip in the right direction. So just keep that in mind and make sure that you're putting your lobster clasp in the right direction. And now we are going to put this charm on. So same principle applies. I'm actually going to use this little jump ring here because I want it to face this way and not this way, because that ring is facing the wrong way, if that makes any sense at all. So, don't shake too much, Coffee Land. Come on. Okay. We're going to pull it apart like so, like we did on the other one. Put the charm on and then make sure the clasp is facing the right way and put this on. And then close it. Ta-da! So there we have it. I am not a professional by any means, but if you're a beginner and you wanted to just make a quick planner charm for yourself, I hope that you found this tutorial helpful. For those of you that are wondering where the heck on my planner I put my charms, I clipped them here. So these are two, oops, zoomed in too far. So these are two that Pam from Little Magical Art sent me that she made. So you can go and head over to her shop. I will link that below and get some of those if you like how those look. But I just take them and clip them to the string here. Like so. So, yeah, I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. If you have any questions, leave me a comment in the comment section below, and I will be happy to answer them. And I will catch you guys in my next video. Take care. Bye-bye.